Hey y'all, what's shaking? I'm having a relaxed moment. Happy New Year, fam. It's your girl, Soul Sister Shelley. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody is doing well in 2025. I wanted to hop on here before I left the library. Right now it is 4:20. Yes, I said that. 4:20 exactly, fam. It is 4:20, fam. And someone has this conference room at 4:45, so I'm about to get on out of here. And I have a whole slew of notes over there on my board right there. Y'all see them? Yeah. That's what's been in my head. This afternoon, I was writing a keynote speech, and there was something that I wrote down, and I was like, that's crazy what I wrote down, because I was like, that can't be the truth. But it was the truth, what I was writing in my the beginning of my keynote speech. And I was like, man, Shelley, like, how is anybody ever going to even believe that? It's that crazy. But it's the truth. And I sat and I cried on it for a little bit, y'all. And I wanted to talk to y'all about the truth, because I thought to myself, and I don't know if you all can see this. I know it's backwards, but this is what I wrote at the top. I don't know. You all can't see it probably. But this is what I wrote down. I said, the truth. I was like, you know what? It's the truth. It's what happened. It's my story, and it's the truth. And I'd heard somewhere along the way in my life, and I want to share this nugget of wisdom with you all, that the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just got to let it out, and it'll defend itself. Let me repeat that, because it's so freaking profound, fam. How's all my comeback kings and queens doing? How are all my phoenixes doing? I'm going to end up taking off my coat. I got a feeling, because I'm already getting hot. I already just tried to hold back the tears, y'all. Happy New Year, fam. Warm up those hands. Listen, boom. Stop lying to yourself. I'm writing this keynote speech, and I'm writing my story, and I'm writing this keynote speech that I got to give. And I'm like, God, when I'm writing it out and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking I'm going to talk in front of hundreds of people. And I'm like, I'm really going to say this? And I'm like, how's anybody going to believe this? And then this, it just came from above, and it wasn't, I didn't make that little euphemism up or whatever. Somewhere along the way, I had heard that. The truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You don't have to defend it. You just got to let it out. It'll defend itself. And I mean, I just got overwhelmed. Like, I'm getting overwhelmed saying it right now. I'm like, you don't have to defend it, Shelley. You just got to let it out. You just got to share it. You got to share it, because you practice what you preach, Soul Sister Shelley. The teach got to practice what she preaches. You know, you can't tell people that live their truth. This is what this live is actually about. Truth serum. Stop lying to yourself. I'm like, you gotta get up there and speak your truth. And I'm like, nobody is even going to believe this, because when I write down my story, fam, when I write it out, and I got receipts, when I say I got receipts, if you all follow me, when I say I got receipts, it's like, I have police reports and documents, and I got it all. I won't go into all the deets, but I got receipts. Ooh, that was a bar. I ain't going into the deets, but I got receipts. Okay, you could make a Lifetime movie out of it. I've said this before. Anybody that's writing, does scripts, holla. I got a story. So I'm writing it out and I'm like, how would anybody even believe it? It's so blasphemous. It's just so like blasphemous that I smile and I'm happy and I'm full and I'm alive and like life is good. Thank you for that love. And for anybody else out there that is like going through anything difficult, no matter what your situation is, trust and believe you can get there, because there were so many times in my life that I was like, nah, I ain't gonna make it. There ain't no way. Like, there ain't no way. I mean, so as I'm writing this keynote speech, I'm just like, jeez, nobody's going to believe this. Ain't nobody going to believe this. And then I thought to myself, truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just got to let it out. It'll defend itself. It'll defend itself. And so what I want to talk to y'all about at truth is stop lying to yourself. Truth serum. Truth serum. Let me start with a story. You know, because I know I love, Soul Sister Shelley loves to start with a story, but, truth serum. Okay, so first of all, truth serum. Like, if I could bottle that stuff, I love me some truth, y'all. I love me some truth. Hey, Lenny. I don't know, does anybody call you Lenny anymore? Lynette Blankenship, my favorite, 13 Oakwood Drive. Holy crap, I can't believe you're on here. I'm so glad to see you on here, girl. We grew up together. Like, that's my first friend of all time. I love that. That's a God thing. How are you? All right, sorry, I digress. It's so good to see you, though. That was divinely orchestrated. But so yeah, true serum. Like, if I could bottle it and sell it, first of all, I'd drink it all day, every day, like Kool-Aid, like, yo. And then I'd be handed it out to all my friends, y'all. I'd walk down the street and hand it out, because like living in your truth and just knowing your truth, or like giving it to other people, because I have such a gift of discernment now. Well, I probably always had it and didn't realize I had it. But now when people are not authentic, I mean, I can pick up on it. I'm just like, oh, geez. And I just want to hand them a bottle of truth serum and be like, geez, not because I care that they're lying to me. I feel sad for people that can't live their truth. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just want to give you a bottle of truth serum for free so that you can drink this and so that you can be free, because the truth will set you free. There's a reason they say that, right? And I just want to hand it out, like left and right. I give it to all my friends. I would just give it away. I drink it every morning. And I'd just be like, truth serum. Because, living free is the way to be. But the story. Okay, so I had a boss over the summer. I had two bosses, but it was a father and a son. But the father was a former FBI agent. And he retired, and he obviously did a lot of interrogations, and he used to, when he was out on the property, I worked at a marina, and he was always out there cutting grass and stuff like that, and he'd come by the marina and just shoot the crap with me. And we had this conversation more than once, but it was worth having more than once. I never said, Bob, yeah, you told me that, right? But he said, nothing worse than a liar, Shelley, is what he would tell me. And I'm like, yeah, Bob, I know, I get it. I can't stand a liar. And he said, here's the thing about liars. And this is from a former FBI agent, right, that interrogated a lot of people. He goes, you never get around it. You never get around it. The truth always comes to light. It always comes to light. You question and question and question and question, but there's like three things that you can't hide from. It's the sun, the moon, and the truth. Because the truth always comes to light. The sun is the light, the moon is the light, the truth is the light. You can't hide from it. Your brain can't People that lie, you can misconstrue the details as many times as you want, but eventually your brain just can't keep up with all your lies. And your secrets will make you sick, is what I told somebody years ago. Your secrets will make you sick, and they truly will, spiritually, mentally, physically. Like, your secrets will make you sick. I told somebody years ago that I knew was lying to me over and over and over and over again. Your secrets are going to make you sick. Well, guess what? I never wish this upon anybody, and I sure wasn't happy to hear it. They got incredibly ill. And I was like, now I'm not saying it's what it is, but I was like, you hold things inside you. And I'm speaking from firsthand experience, because sharing is caring, fam. And it's like, your secrets will make you sick. I mean, like, how many sleepless nights can you have? And like, how many times can you pretend that you're okay? Or how many times can you let somebody lie to you and you let them lie to you? Like, on my board over here on my notes, and I only have a few more minutes, so I'll let you all go. So let me make sure I hit on all my notes. I mean, I lived a lie for many, many years, but decades I lived a lie. My best friend from childhood, from high school, sent me a screenshot of somebody else that we went to school with that put on the wall, on a Facebook wall. I always thought you were fake. About me. I'm so glad that you came to realize that not everybody has a perfect life. Well, here's the thing. Newsflash, I didn't have a perfect life. I didn't have a perfect life in high school. I didn't have a perfect life ever. But you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it because I always walked around with a big old smile on my face. Like, yeah, everything was okay because I lived a lie. I lived a lie. I was told lies my whole life, like that I was this or I was that. How many of you have been there? That you're never going to be this, or you're too much, or you're this, or you're that, or you have to fit into this box. That you have to be something that you're not. We get signed up to be things that we got to be put in this box of something we're not. So we get told lies our whole life. Then we live a lie because we pretend something we're not. And then we live out these relationships and these facades where we are told lies. We tell lies to ourselves. We tell daggone lies. I wrote up there, I've told my fair share of lies is what I wrote up there. I've told my fair share of lies. That karmic wheel spun. I don't do that anymore. I ended up on that bad side of the wheel and I was like, yo, no, I don't like the way that thing plays out. I've learned my lesson. Not everybody does, but I've learned lessons. I've learned lessons from things that I've done that have hurt people, or I've hurt myself in the process of lying to myself. Like, no, I don't have a problem. No, this isn't, no, I'm not ignoring that. I mean, shoot, y'all, I've done 18 months of therapy, extensive therapy, like 120 hours a few years back. Best thing I ever did. And I was like, holy crap, I've been kidding myself for a long, long time. Like, yo, so stop lying to yourself because there's no way to live. Once you see it, here's the thing. Be it yourself or for somebody else. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Like, have you ever dated somebody and then once you like see them for who they are, like, it doesn't matter how much you love them or how much potential you see in them or how much you want the best for them or how you know that they can be everything that you want them to be. But the truth is, if you love something, you set it free. If it comes back to you, it's meant to be. But if they cannot be that person, you can't make them that person. And the truth is, they're just not. And you have to go, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see it in yourself, you can't unsee it. Because what happens when you see it in yourself is because you get like utterly disgusted with yourself. You're like, oh God, like, is that who I am? Like, at least for me, I'm talking from first person. I'm like, at least for me, I'm like, ew, is that who you are, Shelley? This is, It's happened to me multiple times in my life, y'all. But you know, when it comes to that, where I've had to stare at myself in the mirror and I've been like, you're lost. And, you can't unsee it. You just can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. And you need to realize that, be it yourself or someone else, particularly with somebody else, you can't expect people that lie to themselves to be honest with you. That's a lesson I've learned. Well, 2 things I like to start. I'm like, write down these 2 things. If you take down notes from Soul Sister Shelley, number 1, your secrets will make you sick. You can put that in your heart and know that for yourself, or you can tell somebody else that. And I don't mean to be like throwing shame, because that's not the name of the game around here. You know that's not the way I roll. I want you all to live an abundant life full of peace, love, and joy. That's why I share and joy. Listen, I'm all hyped up. Full of peace and love and joy. That's why I share. Your secrets can make you sick. Write it down. Your secrets can make you sick, and on so many levels. On so many levels, fam. But something else that I think is really important is that you can't expect people that lie to themselves to be honest to you. And let me give you an example of somebody that perhaps has an addiction and wants to say that they don't, but then wants to come to you and pretend that there's not a problem. Like, they're lying to themselves to begin with, and then they want to come to you and act like there's not a problem. Like, that's just a really, I don't even want to say simple example, because that's like something very, very serious. But do you all know what I mean? Don't expect people that lie to themselves, that don't even know who they are. People that don't know who they are, I don't know where I came from. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who I am. They're not going to be honest with you. Show me some love on that. Like, if you don't authentically know who you are, you don't know who you truly are. No, but they can't be true with you. So it's like, there's a reason why you can't. Yeah, it's like, I'm like, Shelley, stop. Listen, that's why I just took off my glasses. I'm like looking over there. I'm like, Shelley, like, the teach needs to just stop. Bring it down. I'm looking at my clock. I'm like, I'm looking at my notes. I'm like, oh God, I'm getting hot. I hope everybody's having. Yes, I didn't look at, I'm so sorry. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on? Yes, they don't know themselves, so they can't love themselves or anyone else. Amen, amen. Straight facts. And I'm so sorry, you all. Hey, Amber, what's up, girly? I'm so sorry, y'all. I didn't look at anything in the comments. Like I said, somebody else is coming into this conference room, and I really wanted to get that off my chest. I hope everybody is having. That was very, very heavy on my heart, y'all. And I just wanted to wish everybody a happy new year. And like I said, I'm working on a keynote speech, and it's like hit home with me. I'm like, the truth is like a lion. Like, you do not have to defend it. You just have to let it out. And maybe I'm just like preaching to myself, but I want to encourage someone as well, because this is very scary for me. I mean, not scary, but like, this is a super, super bold move that I'm making. I'm like, my gosh, like, because to write it out and like to really think and look at it, I'm like, there ain't no way this stuff is true, but it is. Like, I wish I could make it up. But, you know, the fact of the matter is, and this is what I want to hopefully inspire you all, is that, like, for a lot of you, or any of you that have been here from, like, 21, when I started this, and if you would go back and I was scrolling through my videos last night, I'm like, this is crazy. Because it's so beautiful. I've never been a huge fan of social media. The facts are, I love stages. And Yeah, I just love people. Like, I don't know who's over there looking at me. And I hope that every single time I always will pray. I pray before I hop on. I was like, if it just touches one person, that's great. But I like stages because I can see your faces and I can read your energy. And I'm like, and nothing about a room full of people ever makes me nervous. I love that. I love that. But being on like the other side of a phone, I'm just like, oh gosh, like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm writing all this out and I'm just thinking like, is this even real? Like, is this even real? Could this even be real? But it's real. It's real. I wish I did make it all up. I mean, I don't wish. That's a lie. That's a freaking lie, fam. Thank you for the pain and made me raise my game. Because if I were making it up, I wouldn't be who I am today. And if I were making it up, I couldn't help you all. So I don't wish I were making it up. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of it. But it still is like a lot of times mind-blowing to me. Like when I look at it, I'm like, that happened? That really happened. That did happen. And you know, like when I got like, you know, my dad's involved in some of it, you know, where he had to come like, get me some from situations and stuff. And I'm like, so you can't make that stuff up. I'm just like, dang, man. Like, I am so grateful to be alive. I'm so blessed. And you know, at this point in my journey, fam, it is Colleen Edge, shout out to you. She gave me a big, I'll tag you in this, sis, if you're not on here. She said to me a few weeks ago, she's one of those, she just shoots straight to it. She's like, you know what, if you don't, like, I don't know how she said it exactly, but she basically chewed me a new, she got me good, as best friends do. And she's like, Shelley, if you're not telling people your story, like, that's selfish. That's how she said it. She said, that's selfish. Jennifer, no apologies. Your passion for all things good for shining through. I'm just as worried of myself. I love you for that, sis. Thank you for being that girl. I love you. Look, I'm trying to like it, but I don't know. My phone's not working right now. Yeah, I love you for that. Keep on keeping on, girl. Keep on keeping on. Does everybody call you Jen? You go by Jen? Colleen! You just pop on? I was just talking about you, girl. I got to get out of the conference room. But listen, I see you just popped on. I was just saying, so the bestie that I was just talking about just popped on. Yeah, the one that said, like, listen, if you don't start talking about it, that's selfish. That's selfish. I don't know exactly. If you could put in the comments, Colleen, what exactly you told me a couple weeks ago when you were like, Shelley, you know, you did. You gave me a little bit of a lecture, bestie. And you got to start telling your story because, like, listen, there's people out there that, like, are hurting. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, Jen with 2 N's. Okay. Yeah. For friends. Jen with 2 N's for friends. I love that. That's cute. Yeah. Colleen told me just basically I put my big girl panties on and just like, you know what? People need your help and you're sitting on your story. You're sitting on your story and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what you said, girl. But you said it was selfish and in not so many words. But you're right. You're right. So, anyway, you can go back and watch this, Colleen, if you want. I don't know what I just ranted about, but I got to get out of here because pretty soon, like, I feel like a gorilla in a zoo, y'all. Look at, check it. So I'm at the library, as I said, right? And there's my notes. And so it's 4:40. And I got to pack up all my stuff. So when I say I feel like a gorilla in the zoo, what's going to happen is people are going to want to get in this conference room. And I'm going to be like, like behind the glass. Like, sorry, still doing a Facebook Live, y'all. Wouldn't that be funny if I did? I'd be like, 1 minute, still doing a Facebook Live. But yeah. All right. So that's what I, whoever laughed at that, I appreciate it. All right, so I hope everybody's having a happy 2025. Give me some love. Throw me, you see that little star down on the bottom left-hand corner? That's how you all can show me some love. Share this. That's how you can show some love. Share it. Sharing is caring. You never know who this could help. This could save somebody's life, fam. That's the facts. That's the facts. That's how I really want you to show me some love, because sharing is freaking caring. Like, I've come to determine that, you know, bloop. Butterfly effect, fam. Butterfly. I've learned that, like, I can drop one word and I never know who it might reach. The big world out there, what, 7.5 billion people or something like that, I guess. But I gotta get on out of here. And then all my my Venmo, my PayPal, my Cash App are all at Soul Sister Shelley with an EY. Hey. All right, I got to go. So, love y'all. You know what I'm gonna do. I'll send y'all good vibes. Good vibes. I hope that helps somebody. I really do. Lots and lots and lots of good vibes. Peace, love, and joy. Smooches. Peace.